I have a mouthful of crackers.
We're back with Gamebound Maid RPG. Going into
Woo!
part 3 here.
Yes.
For some reason, I thought you were about to say Mage RPG. I'm like,
Mage
RPG.
the Ascension is a different RPG. It's a horrible one that, so I've heard.
I mean, Mage RPG could be D&D.
Yeah, Mage RPG.
Yeah. So we're about to start this contest, and I would just like to remind you guys that if you do not like your modifier for one of your skills,
1 second.
that you can spend. Oh, because this is mostly actually for Jordan because I know he has a 1 on one of his things. I'll just say it afterwards.
Sure,
it's
I was gonna say, I totally realized also, what I should have done instead of using that time to practice, I should have rolled cunning to try and make a homing missile, so I didn't have to worry about aiming.
Yeah, but I think like Caleb's specific skill though is hacking, right? Whereas like that would have been probably a little bit more difficult for you.
True.
Like that's not your technology, isn't exactly your.
Yeah, you're an old lady.
I just have a 7 to cunning, and I wanted to try and use.
You have a 7 in cunning?
Holy cow!
That's insane.
Because I rolled the 6.
But then you get a +1, yeah.
Right. That's funny. You guys have such high stats.
We are
like,
the
Maid
butlers.
RPG was not this fun. Like, I failed at so many things.
You
when
did
I
fail at
played
a lot
Maid.
of things,
It
yeah.
was really sad. It was, yeah. But I still won, so that's what's important. Hi, Jordan. Welcome back.
Hi. Sorry about that.
You're fine.
So
Didn't
I just
expect
wanted
that.
to remind you guys that you can use, and correct me if I'm wrong, Caleb, but I'm pretty sure you can use 10 of your favor to increase your ability score by 1.
To raise an attribute by 1, spend a number of favor points equal to the new attribute level desired times 10.
Okay, so if you wanted to, like, for example, get your attribute from a 1 to a 2, you'd have to spend 20
20 favor, yeah.
Dang it. I can't do that at all.
I mean, you haven't really done a whole lot.
Yeah.
Except the laundry. You did great at the laundry.
You did fantastic at the laundry.
Laundry was wonderful. I think this starting from now on, I'm gonna do 2d6 for favor, just to just up the game a little bit. Since I'm doing 3d6 for stress, might as well. Okay, so it's 3:00, and you guys get to this huge arena. Like, I mean, this skyscraper is fairly wide, and it's just this giant area, and this arena takes up the entire 11th floor. And so, like, I like to think that there's like an elevator that just like takes you up like to all of the floors, right? And so you guys get up to the 11th floor, and I'm assuming you don't all have to come together, but I think it would make sense that maybe you all arrive around the same time. And you get to this arena where there's this huge like stadium, basically, like with like chairs. Like, it looks like almost like a football field, kind of like, you know, with like a bunch of auditorium steps going up. And then a variety of, you know, there's a huge platform. There's now this tank that's there that Rogan has set up, and then there's like, you know, archery and an obstacle course and all these awesome things. And then in the auditorium seats is Cora, the only person in the auditorium seats. Nobody else is there. It's just her, and she's like in dead center in the middle, and she's just sitting there with her legs crossed in like this beautiful black gown, and she is actually, I don't think she's wearing the gown yet. I think she is in like black leather, like, and it's very form fitting. It's like what she uses to like work out, basically, because she's a pirate. I don't know.
Right.
And she's just sitting there, and she's still reading her book, and she's just waiting for you guys. What do you do?
We walk in, super cool, epic music playing.
I'm imagining like Olympic trumpets.
Yeah. We hear You hear Chariots of Fire playing in the background. Dun, 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 dun. Walking in slow motion. Dun, 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 dun.
I was starting to think Rocky, actually.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
No, that's before. That's what would have been playing when you guys were practicing.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I think we just walk in. I don't know if anyone has a particular way they want to introduce their stuff, but
Can my tank?
yeah, I mean, like, do you guys go straight up to Cora? Do you guys to keep your distance? What do you? I mean, because only one is going at a time.
yeah.
So
I think I would probably want to try to go last, just to leave the lasting impression sort of a thing. So I don't know.
okay, I mean,
wouldn't take the initiative.
If the other ones are fine with that, then that's fine with Cora.
I'll probably go second so I can set up my targets.
Okay. So, I guess, is the pool that is there like a pool already filled, like this big?
Yeah, I think like
Okay.
you asked one of the maids to like set that up for you. You're like,
Okay.
can you please like do that for me while I try
The
to
pool
catch
specialist made.
something?
So there's like this big pool, and there's just a small there's just a small platform out in the center of it, and
Okay, before you start that, I think
Okay.
Cora. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
yeah,
but
no, you're fine.
Cora says, "Welcome, you three. I'm so glad to have you here. Let's see. So, Rogan, you're gonna go first, and Darwin and Riley, would you like to sit with me?
I'd love nothing more.
Okay, I'll have one of the maids set up my targets.
Oh, that's fine. Just and she like snaps her fingers, and like the maid goes and shuffles around and like gets these dummies and is
Quick
like,
question.
what's happening?
Can I fit my tank up here? Can I get it up in the
Yeah, I think
Yeah, somehow.
somehow, your tank is up there. It's
So like I drive my tank over to the stands and
It's
then
like-
stands from there.
I think what it is, it's like, you know how you have like the entrance that leads up, that you go up, like it has the
Ramp.
You know what I'm saying? That goes up,
Yeah,
and then you're in the bleachers. I think there's like a big hole, and then he like just drives it up and parks it right there.
something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean there could probably be like some kind of like escalator type of thing, like a ramp that goes up to the 11th floor or something, and you can just drive your tank right up there. I mean, it's in there. Well, it is what it is. It's Maid RPG.
Yep.
And yeah, so Cora's sitting there with now Riley, or not with Riley, yes, Riley and Darwin. And she says, Rogan, please, show me what you've prepared today.
So like Rogan comes out with just like wearing like indigo sort of like wetsuit tights as pants, and then he has just like this indigo silk towel covering his chest, and he walks out to the like just beyond the platform, and it says Pirate Queen, Master Pirate Queen Cora. And he okay, he
whisper,
says,
you forgot the captain.
no, I said that. Master Captain Pirate Queen Cora.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I meant to say.
Just making sure.
Okay. Dang it, what was I going to say? For your entertainment. And he throws the silk towel thing off, and he's just like, he's just like this bare, like, not like, he's just like this wall of muscular fur.
Okay.
And
Just wearing like a Speedo.
No. He still has like these these purple, like this indigo, tight swimsuit, like
Sure.
swimsuit tights
Okay.
that are pants. But like no t-shirt or anything.
Okay.
And he
Just
like
Hulk.
yes, except no ribs.
And you're not green.
And I'm not green. So he runs and like jumps onto the center platform and just like jumps over all the water. And he snaps a finger and this like giant shark just splashes into the water. I will wrestle the Megalodon. Megalodon.
Megalodon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My question is,
Okay.
you summon like ghost sharks, right? How
Mhm.
can you wrestle a ghost?
Very carefully.
It's not necessarily a ghost. It's like
It just says summon. Right.
Yeah. So I imagine it's like this sort of
Just like an ethereal shark.
so something that's like it's like just the celestial sort of light, but it's like this physical light that you can grab. So it's like shining and it dives into this crystal clear water and it's shimmering throughout. So and it's like a wrestling match and a light show combined.
Okay.
Bam, bam, bam.
So I'm trying to think how I would have you guys roll for this contest. So I mean, really, because it's based on your highest skills. That's what you prepared. So
Not on mine.
not on yours necessarily, but
Mine's
I mean,
cunning. What?
but I mean, you have a 7 in cunning. Like, it's really high. But I mean, you've prepared things that like you're good at, things that you have skills for. So I feel like maybe this is just what it is it's like just a series of roles. So for this, it would be a variety. I think it would be like opposed athletics checks, right? Like with the shark. I'm not sure what statistics the shark would have.
Well, I mean, maybe it's
It'd probably just be a
An
static
athletics-
number that you choose. How difficult the
maybe
shark
like
would be.
an athletics check for wrestling it, and then like a will check as it's like trying to eat me or something. No, I don't know. Like I'm wrestling it out of its mouth or something.
I mean, that's how positive you can be.
Okay.
I am positively going to wrestle this shark.
Let's see here. The other person. What is this attribute? I'm looking at like NPC stats right now. Let's see, like.
Yeah, do they happen to have a ghost shark in there?
No. It just says like scenario boss, average enemy. But it just says spirit. It says like spirit and attribute. So basically it would get like a +3 to the roll.
Roll 3 on something, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So basically what I think is going to happen here is we're going to make 3. I think everybody's going to have to roll 3 things. You're going to have to roll 3 opposed athletics checks, I think is what it's going to have to be.
I have a question on mine.
Yeah.
This might not work out because my really high. I was gonna say, since cunning is my best attribute, could I use my cunning to try and convince you that none of what they do is very impressive?
I mean, I think you can do that right when I'm judging.
Okay.
Possibly.
That's definitely what I'm gonna do.
We'll see.
Me and Riley will just work together and just be like, yeah, he's not.
It's not good at all.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and roll that first athletics check.
Well,
Oh no. Oh, Jordan.
it's okay. I expected to lose this from the moment when you were the only one who had a love thing.
I have a love
Okay,
thing just
so oh boy. Okay, so
The shark just eats me.
No, I don't think the shark eats you. I think it's just because I mean you control the shark.
Yeah.
That's
You're
like,
making the shark
you
wrestle
summon.
you. I think maybe it's just like
Maybe it's
the
that-
shark
maybe
just
it's
like
that
gets to the point where he's just like, dude, like stop, like I'm not gonna.
Well, I was thinking like maybe I'm trying to like it's just like what do you want? Why are you trying to get me to attack you? That doesn't make sense. I'm like, no, you get.
Well, you failed on athletics though, is the thing.
Well,
So obviously it has something to do with.
I mean, I would say so. So I think this is more like a series. I don't think you just fail automatically. I think you failed at this first part. So you're in like a sticky situation, right? Where this shark is like bitten into you maybe a couple times, like you're like cornered, but now you can make another one to try to come back.
Yeah, the shark is getting really into it.
So go ahead and make another one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
What can I say? It sucks to suck.
Oh my god.
Rogan is just being eaten alive by a shark. So I think like I am at least just like looking on like, oh my gosh, what is happening right now? Like I'm on
He's like, yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm just like, oh, like I don't like I'm like I want to win this, Rogan, but don't get eaten, please.
Yeah, I mean,
Riley's ecstatic. He's loving it. She's loving it.
I almost want it to like be that I get hurt so bad that I can't even participate in the rest of the contest.
I mean, I think at this point, right? Like you seem pretty stressed. I think you need to take some stress for this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So take 8 stress. Yeah, I think that might.
Well,
I gave you 3 rolls, so go ahead and roll one more time. Like I think you're in its mouth at this point.
Yeah, you're being eaten.
Like you're being eaten. So roll one more time.
Get a
Now's
one,
the time
get
to
a
go
one,
down.
get a one, get a one, get a one.
But you're really
There you go. There it is.
There you go. Okay, so you're in its mouth, and then you're just like, no, not today, and you like push it open, and like blood is like the like evaporating into the water from you, and yeah, I mean describe the rest. Like
Okay, so like he starts like you just see the shark's mouth like closed, and like everyone's like thinking worse, like, oh no, can his spirit thing actually eat him?
Right,
that a
how
thing
does
that
this
can happen?
work?
And then so like you just see like the jaw slowly start to open, and then like you just like all at once it just like rips open further than it should, and like he like just pops out and like flies into the air, and the shark just like explodes in a like pillar of light, and then he lands on the pillar.
Oh!
yeah. So I think Cora's like, all right.
Yeah, I
You
think
finished well.
I think I say under my breath, man, he can't even he can't even control his own spirit shark thing.
I feel like that needs a roll.
Yeah, probably.
Cunning.
Yeah, I'm trying to undermine him. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely like nodding, and I'm like, yeah, that is, yeah. Ugh.
Just shaking my head.
I honestly,
I'm like, I really hope what you prepared doesn't go as badly as that did.
I want to pipe up and say, the shark should have eaten him, given how disgraceful that was.
Back in my day in the War of 2037.
I mean, are you trying to undermine him too?
Yes.
Okay, then go ahead and roll cunning as well.
I mean,
yeah, I'm like nodding along with both of you. I'm like, yeah, you're both.
I wanted the shark.
This is the last time I'm playing Maid RPG.
So, Caleb, go ahead and take 10 favor.
Yeah.
And, let's take 9 favor.
Woo.
And I think because you failed on your rolls, Jordan, you're also gonna subtract 6 favor.
That's fine. I have 0 favor.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't
okay,
care.
so
I think
something
he
has
doesn't
to
really-
happen there. If you have 0 favor, how do you have 0 favor?
I start with 2, and you gave me 4.
Yeah.
2 plus 4 is 6.
'Cause
Minus
isn't
6
it when
is
it's
0.
0, you're dismissed?
I think that's what it is. If you get to 0
So-
favor, you're dismissed.
So then you have to
no.
subtract. So you have to subtract one of your
Stats.
attributes
that's what it is.
by
Yeah.
1 to get 10 favor
Yep.
back, basically. So take whichever stat you want, subtract it by 1, and then get 10 favor. Unless you just want to quit and walk out the door.
I don't
or be
know. I'm kind of
dismissed.
inclined to that at that point. At this point.
You're just like, yep, I'm a failure.
No, I mean that wouldn't be fun.
I don't know. I'll subtract 1 from luck.
Okay.
Isn't that already 0?
No, my luck was 2.
Someone
now
has a
it's 1.
0 in luck.
I think I have a 0 in
Oh,
luck.
that's who it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a gambler that's not very lucky.
So
You know
then
what? And actually, I think
have 10
because
favor?
like you were like in its mouth, I'm the master's all. I'm only gonna take one stress, but I'm gonna take one stress because I'm like, oh, one of my butlers is like gonna die.
So I get 10 favor for the taking 1 point.
You get 10 favor, yeah, for taking 1 point off, right?
Okay.
Isn't that right, Caleb?
I think so. Yeah, that sounds
I
right.
think that's what it is. Okay. So I'm just like, oh, maid. I'm like snapping at one of the maids, like, come and like clean your wounds, kind of a thing. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Thank you, Rogan, for that. Why don't you come have a seat and let the maids attend to your wounds?
He just does it.
That wrestler who gets a little bit too intense ends up hurting themselves. Yep.
But I don't think she invites you to sit with her though. I think she like tells you like go sit like somewhere with the maids to attend your wounds.
I feel like he wouldn't even like. I think you just go like straight to the hospital room or something, or like the.
I mean that's fine too.
Yeah.
Like that might be better actually. And like go to the hospital and go attend to your wounds. I'll let you know who wins. I'll send a messenger on who wins the contest later. Poor Jordan. I mean, that's how May was. I mean, if that makes you feel any better. But she made a comeback, so don't forget. Made a comeback, so
I don't think he cares about making a comeback.
He's just like, I'm a failure.
Well, he has a strong will. I just don't think he like. I don't think that he's really adamant on winning the Masters.
Yeah, he's just like, whatever. This is fine, I guess.
I mean, I'm on contract. Right, you're on contract, right?
Yeah.
So you're just like, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, I have to do this stupid crap for this stupid job.
I mean, you seemed pretty excited about it before.
Yeah.
It's all been an act.
Okay, so so then she goes, all right, Riley, let's see what you've prepared. Hopefully nothing that'll kill any of you.
She looks at the target dummies that are shaped like us.
And you see that right as I'm grabbing my bazooka? Yeah, that won't happen.
So please go. Explain to me what you prepared today.
Target practice.
Ooh, goody.
So yeah, I want to kind of like take down like I like take a stance of like what's it called? Like a gun shootout, like where I'm like standing like the cowboys would, and like with the bazooka at my side, because I want to actually. Can I make this a surprise attack so I have a better chance at hitting it?
I mean, there's no one to surprise.
Well, I mean,
right?
there's nobody to surprise. It's just
the
I mean, unless you want to surprise like Darwin by attacking him, but that would make you fail.
I just want to like I don't know. I was wondering if I could do that at all to make it like suddenly like.
I mean, yeah, it's really. I mean, it's against dummies,
okay,
so I don't think so.
Excuse me.
It could be. What if? Oh man, if only he had like had robots rigged up.
Again, I'm the hacker.
I know, but if he had gotten you to.
That's true.
Okay, so I think this is going to be 3. I think you've made 3 dummies, and each athletics check is going to be to see how well to see if you hit them or not.
Right.
Okay.
And how well you hit them, right?
Yeah. How cool
I probably made 2 of. I've probably made 2 of Darwin then.
Right.
First one.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, perfect. You hit a bullseye. It like
explodes.
Incinerates.
I probably also filled the dummies with explosives, so they
perfect,
really
yeah.
blow up when they.
Oh yeah, so like the master's hair is like flowing back, and I'm just like, yeah, now this is what I wanted.
And the second one.
I frown a little bit.
12. So I mean, like you pull it off, like you hit it, but I think like it doesn't quite have that, oomph that the last one did. But I mean, yeah, I mean you hit it. You don't like endanger.
Oh no!
Oh no!
It just gets progressively worse.
I was hoping that wouldn't happen.
Okay.
Does he
So-
do something really bad?
So
I
I So
mean,
can I-
I
can
think
I-
what happens is you hit the water tank,
Mhm.
and like water goes every. And I don't think you have. Did you put the shark back?
I mean it's
Or
a
did
it's
you
a
leave it there?
no, it's like a thing that I summoned. So I like it exploded in a big thing.
Oh,
of
that's
light.
true. You did kill it. That's right. Okay. Well, I think
That would have been funny though.
I
that
have
would
an
have been
idea, though.
funny if the shark had gone through. What?
I have an
Well, the
idea.
tank, probably the tank.
I want to try and convince the master that was on purpose. Like, that was such a pitiful performance, I figured that tank deserved it.
Okay, so yeah, so you hit the tank and like water goes everywhere and like basically destroys the arena essentially.
It's
And
flooded
so
now.
I'm like frowning, like, what on earth are you doing? Like, that was so great at first. Why did you just destroy my arena? I think I like stand up and I'm like,
Yeah.
take a
Hold on.
take,
So this was across the whole arena.
yeah. I mean, this was a huge tank.
Okay, and so is all of our stuff already pre-set up, sitting out?
Oh no! No, you ruined my stuff. No,
Yeah,
Riley.
I think that Darwin's stuff gets ruined.
No. Ah.
So I want to turn her and say,
Yeah, I think Darwin's stuff gets ruined. And so I hold on. How much stress did I say?
first, I want to try and convince her that this was a
You
good.
first you took one.
Did I how much stress have I been giving you guys? I can't remember now.
2D. I think it was
I think it's 2d6, right?
Or
It
no,
was either
3.
2 or
It was
3.
3.
3d6.
3d6.
But
Okay,
first though,
so take 5 stress just because you're like, oh crap.
Oh, me? Yeah.
Oh no, well, not this one was for
That's for Riley.
Riley because you're like,
Yeah.
oh crap. And I mean, you can try to do a cunning thing to try to convince me, but you're stressed out about it, and then yeah,
I think I probably get stressed too.
you
Yeah.
will also get some stress because your thing has just been destroyed.
Yep.
Take 7 stress.
so I want to start turning her to like when I just like I figured
And then-
after that pitiful performance that. Oh wait, I'm just blanked on Jordan's
And
name.
then I'm
Rogan.
sorry.
Rogan.
It looks like I've been doing 2d6s for losing favor. So you're gonna lose some favor for failing that. So yeah, you just lose 2 favor, but so you take some stress and lose some favor. But I mean, you can roll cunning though to like
Try to salvage the
convince me
situation.
to try to salvage this.
Salvage it from the water.
yeah. I mean, so I'm like demanding an explanation. I'm like, what on earth? You just destroyed my favorite arena. We wanted to redecorate the 4th arena, not the 3rd arena.
With a pitiful performance. Wait, I just blanked on the name. Rogan?
Yeah,
Rogan.
Rogan.
With the pitiful performance Rogan gave, I figured it was a desecration to the entire stadium. It needs to be redone now anyway. Just convinced like his performance was so bad that it needed
That, like,
to be
the
redone.
whole arena has been stained by it. Yeah.
You did. Okay, go ahead and roll cunning.
It's not
Yeah.
as- not as good as you could have
I
gotten.
mean, not as good as you could have gotten, but I mean, it's pretty good. So yeah, I think she's like, you're right.
Can I try to counter convince you?
Yeah, I mean, you can try to point out like, but he also destroyed like my thing. Like, I think
Yeah.
that would maybe, depending on how you do it, I think that might be more affection. Like, but
Right,
he
okay.
destroyed- It
Yeah,
just
yeah.
depends
That's what
on how you
I'm
go
gonna
about
play.
doing
I'm
it.
gonna play up on that. I'm just gonna be like, it. You don't think that this is how we should go about treating our fellow butlers, do you?
That the one who was just
He-
downplaying.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. I point to Riley and I'm like, do you hear what she's saying about Rogan's
Him?
performance? Or do you hear what he's saying about Rogan's performance? And look what he's done to mine. I don't know what we're gonna do next, but it certainly isn't. I think the night has been ruined. I'm sorry.
Okay. Go ahead and roll affection.
Yeah.
Uh,
12.
yeah, I mean, it doesn't beat his 14.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I think she just like puts a finger up and it's just like, no. I think Riley's right. This arena has been tainted by that awful performance. I don't want to remember Rogan almost getting killed in this area.
Of course, you're right.
We're gonna have the maids clean up all this water immediately. But I'm sorry, Riley, you're gonna have to come up with something else now.
Darwin.
You want to try wrestling a shark?
Darwin, sorry. Raya, Ari, whatever.
Raya, Ari, Darwin.
Yeah. So I think I look at Cora and I say, well, I think there might be a way to salvage tonight.
There it is.
Well, I had some performances in mind, but I think this might give us a chance to remember what is most important about being a captain pirate queen on the open seas. Maybe we should go back to your heritage. What about you and me just play a good old-fashioned card game?
Ooh.
I'm trying to think what I would have you roll to convince me to do that.
'Cause I'm trying to be like, gambling,
Maybe?
I mean,
maybe like affection or cunning?
I feel like it would be affection or cunning. I'll let you decide which one.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to be cunning about it. So boom, 16.
Yeah, I think she looks at you and she says, you know what, that's a fun idea, Darwin. I mean, since I'm so sorry that your contraptions have been
It's
destroyed.
all right.
But you're right. Maybe if you could beat me at a card game, that might pique my interest.
I thought as much.
Which card game would you like to? Since you're the one who's trying to impress me here and entertain me, I'll let you pick which card game we play.
Can I roll an affection roll to like know what your favorite card game is?
I don't think you've ever seen me play cards. I think that'd be luck.
Okay, all right, sounds good. Yeah, I'll just luck to try to choose the right card game. That's not the worst.
Minimum necessary 16. Yep. So I think
go fish.
I just play it safe.
I think you play it safe. You're like, okay,
poker.
I know this is like a good one. Yeah, that's perfectly fine, right?
Okay. Let's play poker.
That's a gambling one. Okay, so I said poker. That's a wonderful idea. I will happily play poker, but let's get out of this arena. Let's go somewhere else. It's too watery in here now.
Do I get any favor for convincing you that destroying the arena was a good idea?
Yes, you may take some favor.
Yay.
Take 10 favor.
Yeah.
All right.
Play poker.
Yeah. So I think we go to I mean, obviously we have a casino in this skyscraper.
Oh, duh. Of course.
I mean, it's my own personal one where I win everything.
Right.
And so we're gonna.
Machines always come pouring.
And I just say, okay, Riley, why don't you come and be the dealer? I think that seems fair.
No.
And all right, let's go. And so we go up to we take the elevator to the.
I think I maybe say, like, as we're walking or as we're going through the elevator, like, do we maybe want to see if Rogan wants to get in on this? I mean, even though he's a little injured, he's probably good enough for a game of cards. I mean, he's a big fella.
You know what? That's a splendid idea. Let's
feel bad for the guy.
Make me get more ones.
Yeah.
I mean, because I think what you're trying to do is you're trying to like say like, I want to beat him really bad.
I want to beat everybody except for her. Basically,
what I want to beat me?
No, I want you to win. But I want it to be what I want it to be is I want to play cards so well that I beat Riley and I beat Rogan, but you beat me by like the skin of your teeth. Like it's a really close, intense game, but like.
Okay.
And since I'm the dealer, I want to try and use my cunning to give everyone awful hands except for the master.
Oh no.
Well, so I think though if Darwin's goal is to beat you two, then I think we're gonna have a maid be the dealer then, and
okay.
the four of us.
That makes sense.
I think that's going to be the goal.
Yeah.
So I think I'm like, you know what? That's a fun idea. You know what? We'll have a maid be the dealer. Let me go have a maid
Of
go
course,
grab
make sure it's impartial.
Rogan, and yeah, I mean that makes sense. So yeah, we set that all up. Rogan, a maid goes and gets you and says you've been requested to come up and play cards as the as Darwin's trial or contest.
A maid is bandaging you like huge bandages.
What do you say or do?
To play cards.
Yeah, to play poker.
And it's the master that's like he knows.
Yeah.
That he's like, oh, let me think. I've never touched a card in my life. I'd love to. And he rips off the bandages and just goes right up.
Perfect.
Awesome. Okay, now I gotta look up the rules of poker. What beats what.
Well, will we do that, or will we just roll rolls?
Honestly, I think we probably roll. Yeah, like right. Like I don't know if we need to look up the specifics.
My guess is either it would be opposing luck checks or opposing cunning if you guys are cheating.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cheating. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm gonna have a pretty bad time because my luck is 0. So
Right.
I'm probably gonna lose pretty badly. Unless I try to roll cunning, but I mean, I'm pretty incompetent, so.
Yeah, it's just I think.
I mean, you could try to like tip off like the maid and try to have like her deal me a good hand.
Oh yeah. Could I roll affection? Oh, wait a second.
1.
What are your guys' special powers?
Manly tears.
Right.
Support and giant weapon.
Okay. Because I just remembering I can prevent those. So I don't know if it'd come up. I probably. So you know what I maybe suggest? Well, see, Cora. Oh wait, is Alyssa there?
I think Alyssa's video froze.
Oh no.
Her internet might have dropped. Hopefully she doesn't have CenturyLink.
What happened with CenturyLink?
Oh, CenturyLink just their service is going out over the country.
Oh, there she goes.
She just got dropped like an AT&T call.
Well,
I win.
actually, while
I have
we're
just
waiting for
declared
Alyssa
it.
to get back,
No.
I'm gonna go check because I think my brother just left. So I'll
Oh, yeah,
go
do it.
check, make sure real quick.
You know, I knew I wasn't going to win. I just didn't want to lose miserably.
Well, that's why I'm hoping that you'll actually be able to do something here.
I'm convinced that my person's going to use luck instead of cunning because he doesn't know what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I have 1 luck. So,
Fun.
I mean, my only hope is that it's less than hers so that it's like she's excited about winning.
Mm-hmm.
Worst part about popcorn is popcorn kernels.
Yeah, true.
I think the worst part about popcorn is that it's neither pop nor corn.
Well, it is corn technically.
Technically, yes.
But it isn't at the same time.
Just a different kind of corn.
Oh, there we go.
Welcome back!
Hi, Alyssa.
My internet died.
You have CenturyLink?
Huh?
Do you have CenturyLink?
No, I'm just on my phone right now.
It was a joke because CenturyLink is going out over some places.
No.
Yeah.
So your internet died, so did you just...
I'm using my I'm using my data right now.
Okay. So you didn't cast resurrection on it.
Her internet crit failed.
Okay,
No.
Darius crit failed.
Well, so what I was going to
Multiple
ask
death
Alyssa was, can I suggest to Cora, can I basically be like, well, the thought I had was I've been working on a contraption of sorts that'll make sure that the dealing is completely impartial. Made a computer program that just does it for us. Look, I made these little tablets. We can just play it digitally.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Now I'm back on my.
There's two in this.
Okay,
I
there
love
we go.
that sound.
I know, isn't it great? Okay. Sorry, guys.
Is it okay?
Yeah. I mean, roll.
Initiative.
I mean, how are you? It just depends on how you're saying it. If you're, I think that's more cunning.
Yeah, that's what I was
probably.
thinking. Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead and roll cunning.
just trying to trick everybody into playing right into my hands. No.
No, yeah, she's
No.
definitely like.
Ah,
I
crap.
think we better.
No.
I think we better have one of the maids do it. I think that's
Of course.
good.
Not a problem at all. Just a
I don't know
suggestion.
that I really trust computers these days. You know, sometimes they
Crash and don't have internet.
crash or don't have internet, and it's just. I'd rather just play the good old-fashioned way.
Of course. I should have suspected that. Sorry I asked.
Take 1d8 stress
No.
because you're like, oh crap, my plan's foiled.
Yep.
Okay. So we're gonna play poker.
The casino.
So we're in your casino.
We're in the casino. We're around a round table, and the maid deals us out each 5 cards. And let's. I think these are luck rolls, or is what they are, unless you do something else before this
right. To try to cheat.
to cheat.
Can we roll luck and then try and roll cunning to see like from there to see?
Oh yeah, luck for our hands.
I think what this is, right, is I think we're going to do luck with our hands. I think that's
Mhm.
going to be the first thing.
Yeah.
And then cunning to see how well you lie, how well you bluff.
Sure. Yeah.
I think that's what it's going to be.
Mm-hmm. So beforehand, though, I probably will go up to the maid because my plan failed the computer. Now, I want to like manipulate her into like being like helping me cheat.
So how are you doing this? Like with flirting, cunning, like?
Probably just cunning. I probably just want to manipulate. So basically, I want to say something along the lines of, like, you know, as she's like setting it up and maybe like Cora's talking to Riley or something, right? So she's a little bit distracted. I kind of like say under my breath, well, you know, Jenny, we gotta remember that we gotta make sure that the master wins this one. So how about we do this? How about I know you never dealt before, so let's do it this way. I'll give you cues, and then we'll kind of work together and make sure that the master comes out on top on this one, all right?
Roll cunning.
Yeah. Please, RNGesus.
Yeah, I think Jenny apparently is her name. She looks at you and she's like, you know what, you're right. I think the master's had a very rough day. What with
She
the
really
teams and all.
has. She really has.
Yeah, I think I can do that. I think I can slip her some decent numbers.
All right, yeah. Just follow my lead, and we'll make sure that this comes out on top here.
And she just kind of nods and she goes, okay.
Yeah. Cool. Yes. It's all going according to plan.
Okay.
Why am I always such an
then
antagonist?
I guess I won't even roll a luck roll for the master then, since she'll just have a good hand.
Yes.
I don't think it's like a perfect hand, but you know, it's
Yeah.
you know, like good enough to beat most kind of a thing.
Even if you rolled luck, wouldn't it be 0 no matter what?
Yes. It's always a 0.
Yeah. So it would be whatever. So everybody go ahead and roll luck. See how good your hands are.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so
No, I have the worst luck. No.
My luck was bad.
okay, and then Rogan, go ahead and roll luck.
One.
Well,
No?
you
What is
got
it?
better than me.
So basically, like, Riley has like the best hand.
Mm-hmm.
I think the master still has a better hand than that. Obviously, because I mean 3 is average. You all rolled. I mean, Jordan rolled pretty well. It's just that he has just a really low modifier.
Yeah, I had better luck, but I almost got fired.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
I would have had the best there, but
Yep.
almost getting fired, kind of.
So and then unfortunately, Darwin has the lowest. So you're gonna have to win your way through cunning. So
the problem is Riley has a better cunning than I do, so that's what I was afraid of.
So you're gonna have to. I think you're gonna be a little stressed out about that roll because I mean.
No. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
4.
I have half of my stress to get.
Okay, I mean that's not bad. None of you have had a stress
True.
breakdown yet.
Unless something goes horribly wrong here.
I mean, it could happen. We'll see. Okay,
Certainly
so yeah, I think the next thing is we're gonna roll cunning. I don't think the master is gonna roll cunning, but I mean, she has a good hand, so not like she's rolling.
So we're all gonna like bluff. Is that?
Yeah.
Situation.
We're all try to. Oh boy.
Yep, I don't think I have a chance of beating that.
Wait, is everybody?
Yeah, everybody is gonna roll
For like bluffing, yeah.
to bluff.
Oh,
basically. Okay. Okay.
okay.
I mean, so the
You're
Mm-hmm.
problem
really
is that
good.
you guys got as high as you can get.
The problem is, even on not a best day, Riley is more cunning than we are.
Right. So I think it's like, I think this round, I think we all stay in, right? We all
Right.
Nobody
that's
folds,
what I think that's what happens. Nobody folds.
We're all just like,
we're all just like really good at bluffing. So I think Cora raises the stakes a little bit.
I'm not even sure if my character, if Rogan is actually bluffing. I think he's like, because he hasn't played cards before.
He just doesn't know.
Like, legitimately,
it's like all in. Let's go.
And I mean, you're more than welcome to fold if you would like. You don't, just because you're bluffing, that doesn't mean that like you don't fold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's not how poker works. You don't just keep bluffing. You don't. It's not whoever is the best bluffer.
Yeah.
It's you know. So does anybody fold?
No, of course not.
Nope.
I'm feeling pretty lucky.
Okay. Then roll another cunning.
These are what we should do
No.
in secret.
No. This is. I shouldn't have made Riley do this with us. Crap. I'm trying so hard here.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I think what happens is, yeah, I mean, I think people know that you're bluffing. Is the problem?
That I'm bluffing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
You're sweating more than I did when I was in that shock, and he like slapped your back again.
I'm like,
you're not necessarily failing. It's just that
I don't know
you're
what you're talking about. I'm as cool as a cucumber. Cucumber.
I'm as cool as a Castrovit.
Yeah.
I mean, so I think
I'm as
poker
cool
is
as Raya's soul.
And poker literally just keeps going until somebody.
Yeah, the problem is like I don't know if I would. I don't think I would fold, even though it's like really obvious that like
You're lying.
I'm totally lying.
I mean, but until somebody. How does poker work?
If I remember right,
If you don't fold, then everybody lays out their cards, and then actually no. If you don't fold,
So basically,
everybody
you can just,
everybody draws one card, and then you all lay out your cards and say, "This is my hand."
Well, it depends.
I
Yeah,
thought
it depends
it's
on what
until
the.
people stopped raising.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's with just regular like 5-card stud. It's right. It's just like going around, and we can keep raising it until nobody wants to raise it. Then we have to lay out our hands.
So I think Cora raises it again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm. Yep. Just keep going.
Okay. I mean, this is obviously all fake
Oh yeah,
It's just for the thrill of it. She's
Yeah.
just like, yes.
exactly. She pays our like if we're gambling our paychecks.
No, I think it's just like her
Yeah, I
money.
know.
Like
What if
whatever.
we had
Like
a
she knows
gamble
that you guys
favor?
aren't
Mm-hmm.
like any of this money. But okay, go ahead and roll cunnings again.
Oh frick!
Oh my gosh!
Okay.
Yes, yes.
So you beat him by 1.
No!
Wow,
Oh!
you all
Rogan!
rolled really poorly this time. Yeah, so I think everybody this time, I mean,
I think we all know that we're all just totally bluffing.
yeah, I think that's what happens right now.
I still think my character just doesn't know.
Right? He's just like,
It's like,
It's hard to
Well-
read you because you don't actually know what you're doing.
I think he's like turning. He takes the cards and he like turns them upside down a couple times.
And then I just like reach over and just like put them back. Like, nope,
So
nope.
does anybody fold? I mean, okay, so here's the deal, right? You all know what kind of hand you have,
Mhm.
but you don't truly, I mean, you kind of know that everybody's bluffing, but you don't know how the other hands are. So don't use your player knowledge to be like, okay, well, I'm not going to fold because I know it'll beat his
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah, the
I-
issue
I-
is right. The issue is if we're framing this as like this is like the game, and if I lose this, then like I need to win this. Like I have to. So
Well, it could just be that nobody folds and we all reveal our hands.
I
and
think that's
then-
probably what it is.
Yeah,
Because
I think that's what happens because like nobody seems to be.
okay, so I think if that happens, I think it would be like I just like push in all of my money. Like, nope, we have to raise the stakes. I have to scare them all away.
Okay, so so you push in all the money. You say, okay, raise by all of this.
Yeah. All in.
So it's one more cunning roll.
Does anybody fold when he puts in all the money?
Can I make a
Probably
cunning
not.
roll to try to convince them like that I'm super uber confident in what I have?
Yeah, I think we're gonna do one singular cunning roll. I think that seems fair because everybody else in theirs has done singular rolls. So yeah, go ahead and roll one cunning roll.
Just me or
Yeah,
Okay.
just you.
yes, yes.
That's
When
the
the money
highest
is
you can get.
down.
So you guys are really intimidated.
So I just
by
look
the
over,
fact
I'm just
that
like,
he just like
mhm.
put in all of this money. You're like, oh,
I
not
think to myself, maybe he was just pretending to be incompetent.
Mhm. That's right. That's right, old lady.
yeah.
You don't know I'm a lady.
I know.
It's a secret.
I mean, but it's still up to you guys whether or not you fold. It's just now you think, oh man, he must have like a really good hand if he's putting in all of his money.
So my
I
goal is
think-
here. I want to try to scare away Riley and Rogan, but not.
Oh, Cora's
the
not gonna get
master.
scared away.
Right.
I think Rogan's just like pushes one more coin forward.
Well, you
That's
have to
not
be
how-
all in.
No,
That's
right.
not
Yeah,
how-
exactly.
You have to match that. Or
Oh,
fold.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
Well, I honestly think Rogan probably does that. I'm just like,
Yeah, I think.
you have to put everything in.
Yeah, I think.
I'm
I
like,
think
Cora's
Rogan's
like, honey, you gotta put everything in or fold.
Oh, then he's just like, oh.
No, no.
I don't think he's competent.
I know.
Like, I don't think he's.
I know. The problem. Wait, let me look at his luck roll again. Did you get a better hand than me? Because that would be.
I
Such...
did.
Oh my
I think
gosh.
everybody got a better hand.
Yeah,
than you.
this is gonna be the worst. No.
Okay.
You know what? I think.
Riley,
I
what do you
think
do?
You know, okay. I want to say this. Like, I feel like you have higher number cards than my character, and so in my head that you're gonna have like better cards. So I'm gonna think at first.
But you don't even know what kind of cards he has,
Right.
No. I mean, like when he plays, I'm just like,
though. Oh, I see.
There will be a moment where he's like, "Oh man, I lost," and I'm like, "Actually, you
Yeah.
didn't."
It's like you have a straight. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna roll will to see how willing I am to stay in this.
Mm.
Okay, I think that makes sense. Actually,
oh, yeah. I
Yeah,
why
get
don't
that
you
makes
go ahead and
sense.
do the same
Yeah.
thing?
So but they have to beat my 24 then.
Yeah.
I didn't.
No. Oh,
Nope,
okay.
they-
Yes.
So you both fold.
Yes. My plan has worked perfectly.
Because I
That
mean,
has not
otherwise, if
worked
we had just left it up to
perfectly.
you two, then you guys would have just played. So I think that seems
Yeah.
good. Like,
Yeah,
That
that's
makes
fair.
sense.
That makes more sense.
That makes more sense to me.
That's honestly super cool. Like I somehow with a 20 like beat Jordan with a 7 will. Yes.
Okay, so but Cora's not.
Of course not. I don't want Cora.
She's not gonna give up. So she's like, okay, I match you, and I play whatever is like really good.
Royal Flush. Yeah, and I like shake my head. I'm like, you got me. I was bluffing the entire time. Have to hand it to you.
I mean, I knew you were bluffing at some point, but I gotta admit, I enjoyed your guts in going all in.
I almost had you.
Almost, not quite. But I mean, nobody can really beat me. I mean, that's just,
it's true. You're completely right, Captain Pirate Queen Cora. Do I get a favor?
Roll affection.
Oh, okay. That wasn't very good.
No, it wasn't. But I mean, it's a success technically.
Yeah.
I thought you raised that to 8.
Well, 6 to 9 is the minimum
okay,
necessary to succeed in an action.
It's literally the minimum.
The very minimum.
I'll give you a little bit of favor. You get 4 favor.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay. So you all have done your performances for Cora.
Oh, that worked out so well. I don't know how that was gonna work out.
So now I'm trying to think how, I mean, because I don't want to just be like, okay, now try to convince me to like pick you, because then I don't think that would be quite fair.
Well,
we can go by who has the most favor?
Right? Is this just the end, and then we look at who has the most favor and?
I guess this could be the end. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. We're at 5.
Who has the most favor? Let me see.
I have.
It'll be Caleb.
I think it is, and I'm hoping it is. I haven't checked any of your character sheets.
Okay, so let's see. Riley. Okay. And Rogan. Let me just double check to make sure I got this right. Okay. Oh wait, that's your stress. Okay. I was looking. See, this is why I double checked, because I was.
That would. Yeah.
If only we were factoring stress into it as well. I have like barely any stress.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, wait. Where's your favor?
It's right below stress.
Why can't I view it? Not letting me view your stress star or your favor.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird.
Here, I'll just whisper it to you.
Okay.
It's on stream, so everybody knows that I'm playing fair.
Okay. All right.
Are you sure you're not using cunning
So,
right now?
I say, well, thank you for this wonderful poker game and for my entertainment. The winner of this contest was a little unexpected. I was not sure what to think with this contest and the way it turned out. You all did. Well, not all of you did very well. And not all of you were very entertaining either, like. But Rogan, thank you so much for participating. I appreciated it. Make sure that you go back to the hospital and continue to care for those wounds. But I'm sorry, you did not win the contest. The winner and the person who's going to be joining me for dinner tonight is going to be Sir Riley.
What? No!
Riley, you impressed me so much with your target practice. I mean, the first one you did was so dazzling, and then the way you just destroyed that tank and made it flood the entire area, and we're gonna have to redecorate, but you know what, that's okay because I didn't want that arena anyways. So Riley, thank you so much for a spectacular show. Would you please join me for dinner today? And Darwin and Rogan, will you please go prepare dinner for us?
I think Rogan's going back to the hospital.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna prepare the best dinner you've ever had.
Oh,
the
okay.
last dinner you'll ever have.
Oh God. Okay. Vengeful.
I want to poison both of you.
What?
I want to kill you both. Okay, I don't think I want to kill.
That's some twisted love there.
It is. No, so what I want to do, I want to kill Riley, and I want to poison. No, I just want to kill Riley. That's what I want to do. I just want to kill Riley. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
This could go horribly wrong, and I might end up killing Cora instead. But
okay.
That's what I want to attempt.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I mean, please. Oh, I got it.
With a feast.
So we literally see me just taking off my suit and just like.
I mean,
no more Mr. Nice Darwin. It's survival of the fittest here.
Okay, so
if
go
it's
ahead.
survival of the fittest, that would actually be Darwin right now, because otherwise it would be.
Yeah.
It was very close. I'll say it was very close.
It was close between them.
Yeah, it was close between them. I will say that.
Poor Reagan.
So Riley, we're sitting at dinner, or sitting at the dining table, and what are we talking about? Like, what I think I tell you, like, Riley, will you please indulge me with one of your war stories? I just love to hear those.
I probably tell some story just because I probably tell the story of like my unrequited love, where like there was this person I loved, but they like left me for some other person, so I blew them both up with my tank.
And as we're hearing that conversation, we're seeing me like prepare this poison and just be like, no, not today.
And she just kind of laughs and she just goes, ha! Oh, you're so funny, Riley. Oh, that's probably exactly what I would have done. I mean, they sound like they deserved it.
They did.
How long ago was that?
Let's see. I'm 86, so 65 years ago.
Oof.
Ooh. Wow, that was a long time ago.
Oh, dang it. It wasn't as young. Oh, so I would have been 21.
21, yeah.
Riley, tell me. Do you think there's one person out there for everybody?
Dramatic music is playing in the background as I'm preparing my poison.
Well, I'm not quite sure. In my old age, what was the question again?
Riley, do you think death is the road to all?
I think. Oh boy.
Because honestly, it does have to be somewhere in the distant future of Terralius.
Actually, can I say? Oh wait, no. I kind of want to do this now. When you ask that question, I kind of since I've won, I now want to spend some favorite cause a random event to happen.
Oh right.
Okay. And actually, I forgot to give out stress to
to me.
Rogan, and
to
Darwin. To Darwin.
Okay.
Darwin, that's for you. And Rogan, that's for you. Because you lost the contest, so you're stressed.
So I spend 2 favor to make a random event happen.
Okay, sounds good.
Just because like you ask that question, then like something randomly happens.
Wish we could turn back time.
Okay,
to the good old days when we weren't stressed out.
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to have a stress explosion unless something very
Okay.
bad
So what
happens.
happens?
I might.
So what happens is a giant robot comes into the main
What?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, this sounds about right.
Um,
I am ready for this.
um,
This is what I
So
was made for.
so, I think, Darwin, as you're preparing this poison, suddenly you hear like a loud like glass shattering
Right, sure.
at like
As
this
a window breaks.
as like a window breaks, and this giant machine starts punching. Like they're probably about 3 stories high, and we're on like the 5th floor, like where my room is. But we hear this too, and there's this giant machine that's going.
I'm just gonna keep preparing my
And-
poison.
And I'm like, what in the name? And I like look at the window, and I'm like, some evil robot's trying to attack our
Oh.
skyscraper.
Oh dear, a giant robot.
And I'm like, Riley, please go take care of that for me.
I pull out bazooka out from behind me. My pleasure.
Oh,
And
you
I-
know. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
And I also like send a maid to go get Rogan as well.
So
I'm like, immediately take care of that thing.
You hear maniacal laughing as I run down the hallway.
Okay, and I mean, like, I'm running down with you guys. Like, I'm running down. Cora's running down there too.
So I think like, I think Rogan hears the explosion, and then he gets the information from the maid, and he just like grabs his chain, just pulls it taut, and then starts running out
Okay.
and meets you guys up there, and then like we step out and see this giant thing, I guess. So and
I'm in my
Rogan
tank.
returns again.
Oh, Alyssa's internet died again.
Yeah.
Oh,
By the way,
no.
where's the priest thing? I can't find it.
It's a good question.
It's in special qualities. Where are the special qualities?
I'm looking. I found it. You can use magic grounded in some kind of religious ceremony. You must use various types of religious symbols to do so.
Okay. What kind of magic can I wonder if I could heal myself.
Why Wi-Fi? Why?
Wi-Fi.
Sorry, Caleb. I
No, you're
messed up
fine.
your overlays.
It's all good.
Yeah. So I mean, this thing's like destroying it. What do you guys do? You guys like run outside?
I'm in my tank with my bazooka.
So I try to summon a giant beast.
A kaiju?
A kaiju.
Yes.
And we're going to, and I'm like riding on it over there with my chain. And I'm like, I have like the chain over, like slung over my shoulder with one hand, and with another I have like some of my holy symbols, and I'm preparing a spell.
Okay. Trying to think what role this would be. I feel like this would be like an athletics check to like, or that or skill. To basically, you're trying to like beat it, right?
Well, so I want to use the chain to start like binding up the robot.
Okay, that sounds like skill to me.
Would that be skill or would that be athletics?
Actually, it could be athletics. But yeah, go ahead and roll athletics.
And then my my kaiju, I want to actually start fighting the thing.
Okay, yeah, go
while
ahead
it's
and roll.
chained up.
Go ahead and roll athletics. Like, see if you chain it up. Yeah, you chain it up.
Okay.
It like at least stops it momentarily. I'll
Yeah. And then as like a spell, I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to try to start channeling some of the water that's around us and like try to start like attacking it with the water and trying to short circuit it.
Okay, all right. Here, let me do something real quick. Let me roll an athletics for this. I think it's gonna be a plus. I think it's gonna have a 4 to athletics.
Well, that's not going to be good for me.
I'm just gonna do this real quick. Yeah, no, you're fine.
Okay.
You hold it in, no problem.
So how does combat work in this again?
I don't think there are rules for.
Well,
it's
no,
right here.
because I want to attack it with my sneak attack.
Oh, I see. Where's combat? Oh, right there.
Yeah, the combat rules right here.
Got it.
Or does combat only work when it's against?
I feel
other
like this is
maids?
when it's against other. PCs should take priority over NPCs, maids.
It's just a opposed thing. Honestly, that's what it is.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
So,
Whoever's action has the highest attack power wins that round of combat, while the opponent are subject to psychological harm in the form of stress. The opponent suffers stress equal to the attacker's attack power divided by the attribute the defender was using against the attacker, rounded down.
This is a very stressed giant robot.
Yes.
yeah. So the robot is now stressed. Good job.
If I want to shoot the thing with my bazooka or probably actually I'm in my tank at this point. So if I want to shoot it with my tank, would that be skill then?
I think that'd be skill.
Yeah.
Okay. It's going to be this plus 10. So 16.
Okay. And then let me roll like.
It's a good thing you
feel
have
like-
that sneak attack.
I feel like it'd be like maybe an opposed skill check from the robot to like try to like dodge out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
For having a tank, I'm not very good with it.
You're old and your eyesight's bad.
Okay, so it matches. So
Ooh.
let's
It
see.
catches the rocket.
No, it matches it, so it doesn't quite dodge it. I mean, because this is like AC, right? Like if it hit your exact AC, it would still hit you. But I think
We'll see if does it say anything about.
It doesn't say that anything about that. Plus the fact that it's technically a ranged attack and a sneak attack. So
Right. So I think what happens is it's because it's a sneak attack, I think what happens is you hit it and it falls into the water, but the chain is still wrapped around it.
Oh yeah.
So
sure.
I think Rogan starts to like go down. Like you can let go of your chain, but you start to like go down with it into the water.
Yeah, I imagine like. Well, I'm also like kind of controlling the water with it. Well, I was trying to.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, because
you're
I was
controlling
like,
the water.
I had because I have some sort of magic.
Well, I mean, you're able to summon things.
No. I'm that's my summoning thing. But I also one of my special qualities is priest, and I have holy symbols and I have other magic. Unless that the summoning would just be counted as my magic.
Yeah, I feel like that's what's counted
yeah.
as your magic.
Yeah, I
For
think
sure.
so too. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
then I just rolled a stupid special quality because that defeated the purpose of that special quality.
Right. Oh yeah, I see what
I
you're
mean,
saying.
yeah.
Right.
But I
Because
mean, I
if
feel
he
like
had
not
I
rolled,
mean, it sucks. This is just
well, the
a
thing is,
terrible-
if he had rolled that without getting summoning, then he would still have magic, right? That's I think what Jordan's saying.
Right. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Does it says specifically that you get magic with the priest thing though?
Yeah,
I don't know that it said that.
You can use magic grounded in some kind of religious ceremony. You must use various types of religious symbols to do so.
Okay, so you had to perform some kind of ceremony, so it's not really like I don't think you had time to like control the water.
So maybe I go. I know. I let go of the chain, or I tie the chain to it. So like I tie up the chain. Then
Okay.
I jump up, and I have my kaiju like take me up, and I'm standing on his head, and I take like a, like some sort of holy symbol, like a, let me think. I take what looks like, I don't know. I just want to say some sort of holy symbol, and I like, do some. I start like doing it in incantation.
Okay, and what's your goal? Is to control the water, like to
No,
surround it?
I think what it is I want to throw it on the robot and I want to bury it in the water, if that makes sense. Like I want it to make it sink down and get buried
So
underneath.
you want to make this rock like an anchor, basically.
Yeah.
This holy
sort
like
of. Well, not just an anchor, but that it goes down to the ground and that it starts sinking into the ground.
okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe if we just want to make it like an anchor and like push it further down, that would work.
I mean, to me, that sounds like a skill check to like see it how well like you do this ritual like while you're like in the middle of trying to do combat.
It fails.
Yeah, I don't think it.
I think what it is, I just don't have enough time.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Like literally, I think you're in the middle of doing it, and then suddenly, like your chain starts to get yanked by it going down into the water.
Well, because I let go of the chain.
Okay, so you let go of it. So I think that's what happens is you like
So-
get jerked forward and then you like let it go.
Drop
So
your
what you-
holy symbol. Oh, no.
What you're saying is this robot is off the chain.
What's Darwin doing?
Darwin is preparing his poison. Can I roll to have prepared that?
Yeah, roll
Can I
roll skill.
Yeah. Okay, wait a
I
second.
mean,
Can I spend 1d6 favor to add +1 to
to add a +1. I mean, honestly, it doesn't make a difference if you do that or not. Because
can I spend multiple d6s to just increase it by a lot? Because I don't care about favor anymore.
I mean, that's your call.
I'm gonna spend. Okay, so I'm just gonna. So if I do this once, that will make it a 12. So I have 24
If you do
favor.
this.
Right, because it adds +1 to either the die roll or your attribute score for one action. So it would be a 3 times 4, which would be 12.
Got it. Right.
And then I want
So
to.
a 12 would get you to something only a pro can pull off.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one more.
Okay.
So 4 more favor, so I'm at 20 favor to increase it to what is it then? 15. So
That'd be 50. That's
yes,
perfect.
I want to make the best poison ever.
Okay. You successfully make poison, and I think the robot is gone. Like I think Riley managed to, with the chain, you managed to stop it from destroying things, and then like you guys basically just tag team this thing real quick, and wrap the chain around it, and then the bazooka just punched it right into the ocean. No problem.
So basically, what I want to do is before they get back, set out the meal with the poison for Riley's spot. Like have it all prepared and ready to go.
Okay. So Riley, go ahead and take 14 favor, and take 14 favor as well, Rogan, for destroying the robot.
Yay.
Okay.
I actually have favor again.
You can hear me like muttering to myself as I'm setting out this meal, like, yeah, she's better out without them. She doesn't need them. She just needs me.
I mean, so are you also trying to poison Rogan as well?
Nah. Like he's not. It's much easier to try to poison Riley than to poison Rogan.
Okay. So
I don't think it was like there was under the impression that I was making the dinner, correct?
no, I told you to make the dinner.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I mean, with that 15, I would hope that like it would look like it wasn't actual poison, but like something goes wrong, right?
Right. So I don't think. I mean, unless like. I don't think we would suspect that there's poison in there at all. That's the thing. I don't think that's the problem. I think it's going to be you convincing me that you didn't poison him.
Right.
Is what it's
Basically,
gonna be.
what I'm saying is like, can I make it seem like it's not poison that killed him? Right.
I mean, with a 15.
Right. So like some other like physical.
So basically,
problem.
I
want to make it look like he just had a heart attack because he's old.
Yeah, I think
like my food is so good that he just has a heart attack and dies.
Or it's so spicy.
Yeah, or that, right?
Because I feel like a couple things are gonna have to happen here, right? Like,
Sure.
I still feel like there's gonna have to be some kind of cunning roll in here. Just because he's gonna die.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna be like,
And then you take stress.
and then I take stress for one, and then
This is assuming the poison kills him. He is a war vet. She.
right. I mean, with that 15 though, like the 15, I think will guarantee that like the poison will kill Riley, but it's. I think you would either have to do two things, right, to convince me. You'd have to be like, oh my god, like he's having a heart attack, like we gotta, just like your sheer acting and like, okay, that's clearly what it is, like, that's what's happening. Or you'd have to tip off the hospital staff to tell me it was a heart attack.
I'll do the former.
Because
I'll do the former.
Yeah, because I think that's what's going to happen.
Okay.
You're going to have to convince them that when I take the body to examine what happened, cause of death, they're going to have to tell me it was a heart attack. If that makes sense. Because I don't think you're just going to be able to, with food, make it seem like it wasn't poison.
Sure.
So yeah, I mean, I tell Riley, I'm like, well, shall we go finish our meal?
Never started, but sure.
I'm pretty sure Darwin has that ready for us now.
Let's go check.
Okay. Rogan, would you like to join us as well?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I knew there was one more twist.
He like kind of gives a bow and just, it would be an honor, Master Captain Pirate Queen. Cora. Sorry, that was hard. That's hard.
No, that was funny.
Yeah, she said, wonderful. Come on in. You did such a good job with the robot. I mean, it's the least I could do is at least treat you to dinner. I hope Darwin cooked enough for all three of us.
Sure did.
So yeah, we get to the dining table. Are you just there, like waiting?
Yep, I'm the perfect butler.
Okay.
Help you guys.
Darwin, oh, you missed all the fun.
Yeah, where were you?
Oh, well, I was preparing this delicious meal over here. And I have to say, it is going to be the most delicious thing you've ever eaten. It's to die for, honestly.
Oh, sorry. No.
She said, well, we'll see about that, Darwin. Let's all have a seat. Well, you said a place for Rogan as well.
Oh, of course I can do that. I just set a chair and I go to like leave. Like I didn't think you were referring to me. So.
Wait, what?
And I just go to leave then, like, or at least it's just like be in a different place soon.
Oh no, I'm telling you to go set another place.
Oh, I know. Place. Yeah, I just didn't like. My character thinks that's not what you said.
Oh, okay.
So like I go as if I'm like, well, set a chair and then leave, sort of thing. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What? Right. Basically, it's like my character thinks that you weren't also talking to me.
Okay. Whatever. So Rogan said, I'm like, Rogan, come have a seat. And yeah, I like bite in and it tastes delicious. It's wonderful.
And so Rogan sits down. Does Rogan have anything to eat?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Is I'm like, okay, well, where's Darwin with your food?
I mean, that's probably what I was going to do. Honestly, I probably just come out with like another plate full of it because I made like probably like more in case you wanted. Yeah, so I just bring out some more.
Okay, I have one question. Can I roll luck to see how?
Just like see, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, honestly. Like to see like if you like maybe something like you just like smell something, maybe just I was kind of thinking.
Is it, and is it? Is mine poisoned as well?
No. Well, I mean, maybe. I guess, sure. I mean, honestly, if it lined up this perfectly, I think I would take the chance. Yeah, I would poison it too.
Okay. So both of you make luck checks to see if you...
And one!
Yeah, you don't know at all.
I mean, I did get a 15, though.
I mean, that's enough to succeed. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you know it's poison, but you know
Something's
something's
weird,
wrong
yeah.
with it.
Like, this smell is funny.
It's probably just a spice you're not familiar with, Riley. I'd
And
put a lot of things in it.
I think Rogan just like takes a fork into it and just sniffs it and just shrugs and
Yeah.
just starts just going to town.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Okay.
do I believe him when he says it's just a spice?
Roll cunning.
Right. 16.
Okay, roll like something. There's gotta be like something opposing. I think.
I mean, cunning probably would be the opposing thing there.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll cunning.
Okay. Fact!
Oh,
Yeah, so you believe him. You're like, okay. I mean, that must be what it is.
No, I'm dead.
We're gonna kill one of those characters again.
That so many characters died.
And I'm not even the GM this time, and I got your character killed.
I mean, you're gonna kill
I
two
think-
characters here.
So here's what I'm hearing. We're going to have a campaign where it's literally the idea that we're just going to keep killing Caleb.
Let's not do that. I don't
kidding.
like
I'm
that.
kidding.
Okay, so I mean, you both eat it, and I don't think you like nothing happens to you right away. I mean, that's not how poison works. But I think we're sitting there like for like a good hour, like just chatting and talking, and then suddenly like you guys start to feel like sick, like nauseous, like vomiting kind of thing, and I feel perfectly fine. I'm like, okay, well, maybe you're just not eating such fine cuisine. I don't know. So I think what I do is I like dismiss you guys. Like I'm like, why don't you all go rest? I think you've done such a fine job today. I apologize if there's been so much for you to do today.
Okay, I'll go take a nap.
I mean, it's evening now. I mean, we're gonna arrive in the next city by dawn. So I mean, just be ready for tomorrow.
Sleep well, Riley.
I could have spent. I probably should have spent favor to make it easier to pass that, but
I mean, you could have.
You'll die with the master's favor.
Okay, so I mean, I think this is where it probably is coming to a close. Is where in the morning, Darwin, I'm assuming you bring me my breakfast. Like I'm in bed.
Sure. Right. I just bring you breakfast. We just get the bookend of the same scene, and I just put down the same coffee and toast, and I'm like, there's some news I have to tell you.
And I like shut my book, and I'm like, what is it?
And I'm like, a tear like forms in the pit of my eye, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. My colleagues, they didn't wake up this morning. I'm not sure what's wrong, what happened, but they're dead.
I'm gonna take 13 stress. I think you also don't you also take that stress too, or no?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Never mind. Never mind. And like a tear starts to flow down mine. I'm like, what happened?
Well, I think poor Riley, his little old heart, he just couldn't take the food you had last night, which is so good. There must have been maybe a spice he didn't agree with, but I mean, his time had come. He was 86. I'm sorry, but he had a heart attack.
And Rogan?
Rogan, well, I think his wounds from earlier, they took their toll. I think he was a strong, brave boy, but he tried to convince us all that he was less hurt than he was, but that shark did a number on him. I'm so sorry.
Roll cunning.
One.
Please.
One.
Yes!
Oh yeah, she totally buys it.
Oh yeah.
And since we're dead, we can't use any of our things to.
Yeah, and
I'll haunt you.
Oh, this is just so sad. This just took a very depressing turn.
Yep.
Yeah, she
Well, this was the theme of it, I guess.
It's supposed to
so
be.
she's yeah, she starts like crying more.
I start crying too.
And she's like, then you're the only one I have.
And I like sit down on the bed and I say, I'll always be here for you. And I look into the camera. Always.
And we
Perfect.
Oh
Who
boy.
doesn't like me to have living character?
It's okay.
Well, that
Okay,
was
so-
interesting. We had a contest, a robot randomly,
Mm-hmm.
and Caleb killed all your characters.
I killed you
and
guys.
wasn't even the DM.
Yep.
I mean, that's a good day for everybody. Really.
I don't know why I'm always this antagonistic as a player, but I am. That's just the way I am.
I should have spent points to make me know it, but I was like, I just nah.
I mean, that certainly would have been interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I don't think the master was interested in falling in love with any of you. I think it was just like, yeah, which one do I like the most?
Eventually, she'll fall in love with me, but she doesn't have a
Well,
choice now.
I mean, you're the only one left.
Exactly.
So.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
to be honest, Riley wasn't interested in falling in love with
Yeah, yes, that's-
I mean, yeah.
Neither
Oh, by the
was-
way, we totally found out that you're a woman because obviously, like,
Oh, right. Right, because you
You know.
died.
so I mean, I think that in itself just like
Right. She was lying to
Also,
us.
Riley was a woman.
made me question. I'm like, she lied to me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then Rogan, I don't know about Rogan, but she was probably just like,
He was a
it was
brave
my
boy.
fault. It was my contest. And
Mm-hmm. It
I
was
made
your
him
fault.
die.
I
It
wouldn't
was
say
my
that,
fault.
but it was.
Technically, it wasn't.
No.
I like how my pirate queen captain, like, turned into a Southern Belle.
Uh-huh. I mean-
Halfway through, I was like, okay, this is
Yeah.
where it's going.
That was certainly a strange thing. It happened.
That happened.
Oh, good old
yeah.
Darwin Vance. If you spite him, he will kill you. That's what we've learned today.
I mean, it was perfect though because you started off just so spiteful in the beginning,
Mhm, mhm.
right? Like trying to sabotage everybody. So I
Yep.
mean, it worked out really well.
Took it to the next level.
But man, I kind of wish you guys would have succeeded on that luck
That
check
would've
though.
been
That would have
interesting.
been.
I have a 1.
I should have just spent like 1d6 and made myself pass it, but I didn't.
I
Think
should have
about
just
that.
been fired and lived.
That's true.
I mean, you could have been dismissed.
Yeah.
It was up to you. But
You were the reason that you didn't have the luck, right? So
so I don't know. Well, there you go.
there you go.
Maid RPG.
Mm-hmm.
Our second one that we've ever done, and that was. I don't know if I'd ever want to do that again, to be honest.
No.
Not with
No,
me.
I
as
will
the
never
GM.
play. I will never play Maid RPG again. Period. I just won't.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, I think it was definitely more interesting when there were two people vying for the affection of the master rather than.
Oh yeah, I loved this. I loved this session. I got to kill people. It was fun.
But I don't know. Lots of interesting things happened.
Mhm.
So
That's a tagline for this. I got to kill people. It was fun.
Yeah, I got to kill people. I think my favorite part, though, I think of the whole session was Jordan saying, oh crap. What was the quote? I gotta look it up now.
I'm 44 and I've never known love.
I'm 44 and I've
I'm
never.
44 years of age and I've never known love. Something like that.
And you never will.
And I know no love.
I know no love. That's what it was. Yeah, it was. I'm 44 years of age and I do not know love. Oh boy.
Oh boy. All right.
There you
We're
go.
out.
We're out. See ya.
Thank you for joining us.
Mhm.
Bye.
Bye.